Old Glory waving proudly here. The Lucas Oil Motorsports Hour. And it's brought to you in part by Geico Power Sports. Insurance for all things that move you. Welcome back to the Rockstar Energy Drink Arkansas Sprint Nationals, presented by General Tire. The second qualifier is lined up. Some pretty big players inside here as well. Once again, the distance is 12 laps.
The winner will go on to the feature event. The rest is all about points. Danny Wood will start on the pole. The driver that has the best finish of the short track Nats of third. Tim Kading right behind him, filling in for the injured Travis Rylett. Jeff Swindell outside row number 2. This thing's pretty stacked. You see Zach Chappell starting 10th in the 50Z. And how about the Rockstar Energy Drink number 57, defending national champion Shane Stewart. He could get some passing points here.
Absolutely. Starting dead last. He's already picked one up. Diving down to the bottom of the track. That is number 94, and in the back, mayhem already. 2 or 3 cars involved right off the bat. The 17 car almost looked as though it had some problems at the very beginning of Ryan Pickett. Ryan pulled up out of the way, and Shane actually drove underneath him right off the bat. And then, of course, the 38 of Rick Pringle eventually getting into it as well.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it here one more time. It looked like the yellow car, the 9 of Lane Whittington, loops it out.
Stays in the throttle, actually, as he does the donut and collects a couple more people. And poor Bickett in the back. I mean, he's just trying to take it easy, starts off really slow, pulls out of the way thinking, I'm just going to stay out of everybody's way, and unfortunately still gets caught up in it. Wheel stands back here. These guys are beating and banging already on board with Rockstar Energy Drink and Tim Kading.
Danny Wood out front. The 94 car, H&H Motorsports.
Boy, Hayes in that right rear already.
Into turn number 1, and it looks like the 14E car. Tommy Bryant gets into the top shelf, loops it out of the state of Texas. 5th time here at the Short Track Nationals. Has 2 feature starts. Ran 16th in 08, 20th back in 07. Take a look at it here one more time, and you can see right there a little slick entering turn number 1. You either have to enter just a little bit below it or just a little bit above it, up on the cushion. He goes right through the middle of it and loops it out.
So we'll check them up, of course, get them all lined back up one more time. 94, the 29 right off the bat, back-to-back. Tim Kading, of course, with the 29. Tweety Bird up on the wing. 94, Danny Wood gets him started once again.
The 20S of Sheldon Barksdale runs in 3rd. Back up front, though, TK going top shelf, courtesy of Geico, out of the back bumper of Danny Wood. That is Tim Kading.
Off the back of Tim Kading's cars. Top 2 drive away from the rest of the field at this point. And Kading bringing the heat.
Now Jeff Swindell gets by Barksdale.
Oh, man.
Takes over the 3rd spot.
He's going to drive to the back of him for a moment. That is the 24 car there that's leaning on Kading very, very hard of Justin Carver.
See that C4 there. Casey Rowland is a 3-car battle for 6th. Almost a 4-car battle. He could toss Mr. Sprint Shane Stewart into the mix. Rowland involved in that incident earlier, but he continued on, so no damage to that car.
Here's on board with Shane Stewart, currently sitting in 6th, as you just talked about. Of course, the 50Z also in there of Zach Chappell trying to hang on to the spot. Back to the front, Danny Wood.
Keep an eye on the E3 Spark Plugs ticker up on top as we work lap number 7. The K&N ticker now, where your favorite driver is running. You can see Danny Wood right around the low part of the racetrack. That was the place to be here last night in night number 1. It looks like it's the place to be here tonight. A lot of cars, a lot of laps. The track is still holding up pretty good. 2 lanes of racing.
A little bit deeper in the field. Once again, this battle for 6th. And you spoke about it before. Barksdale now trying to hold on to the spot or maybe pick up a spot from Shershikan.
Yeah, out of Farmington, Missouri. 3rd time here at the Short Track Nationals. Mark Shershikan finished 5th in Lake Ozark Speedway points.
Man, what a great correction there out of the 14 car of Tommy Bryant. I don't know how he stayed out of the back of Barksdale cars. And I'll tell you, that was really, really close, but a good adjustment. A lot of times you just don't have that ability if you're already committed into the turn.
Yeah, and Zach Chappell, they're the youngest ever ASCS National Tour champion in the 50Z, trying to get to the front. But guess what? Danny Wood on cruise control. Car number 94 coming to the white flag, this time by.
Yeah, Katie was putting some pressure on him, but now has fallen well back, safely in that second spot.
Third place again, Jeff Swindell, Riverside Speedway track champion. And we got one stopped again. It looks like the C4 in the middle of turn 4. Casey Rowland, and they're going to leave him there and throw the checkered out. So
we've seen this happen a couple times last night, too, on that white flag lap. And these guys are just keep racing, man. We'll throw the checkered. Let's get you guys out of here.
Well, they do have radios. The officials can't tell them that there's a car stopped over in turn 4, so they will know. But Danny Wood gets the win. More importantly, though, Shane Stewart does not make the A main. Currently third in national points, defending champion. So that's not something you normally see out of that Paul Silva team, and that's going to make a long day for him come Saturday.
When we come back, we'll have more qualifying races. The Lucas Oil Motorsports Hour is brought to you by MagnaFlow Exhaust Products. The first thing you hear, the last thing you see. Welcome back to the Rockstar Energy Drink Arkansas Sprint Nationals, presented by General Tire. Qualifier race number 3, and man, it is stacked up. Some big boys in the house here for this one. This should be an exciting run, but again, they only have 12 laps to get it done. But take a look at the names in here. Yeah, Dustin Morgan chasing National Rookie of the Year honors will be on the pole. You see Jessica Zimkin outside of row number 1 of the 14Z. Randy Hannigan inside of row 3 alongside Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Brian Brown up there starting outside row number 2 in the 4th spot. Jessica Zimkin, though, a rookie here at the Short Track Nationals, the only female feature winner in the history of ASCS. She won a Patriots race back in '07. Green flag flies. They stand on the throttle. Here we go. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. takes us for a ride. The K&N onboard camera right down there next to those trailer and tractor tires. Well, Stenhouse has been running fin. Come out. Clint Englert, who unfortunately turned sideways. We'll see if we can get another look at it here, but might have just lost it all by himself. Look a little deeper in the field to see what it is, and really didn't see anybody around him. But these turns are slick, and takes a couple laps for these guys to kind of get used to what they're dealing with. Show Me State driver Brian Brown, your leader, known as Blackjack, the FVP number 21, Dustin Morgan, Jessica Zemkin. Rounding out your top 3, we're back underway. Single file restart, got the green cone on the front stretch here tonight. Brown down to the bottom of the track right off the bat, the number 93 car. If Dustin Morgan goes to the top shelf, tries to carry. In no man's land. You can see her car a little bit tight coming off the corner as the wheel turned to the left, trying to get it straight. Seems like there's a little bit of grip right there through the center, or at least as much as there is down there on the bottom. They're able to carry some pretty good momentum through there. We've got one that is pulled off and out of the way. That will be the number 21. There's a couple of 21s out there, but Brian Brown is a leader. Is 21B. This is a 21V, as in Victor, of Taylor Velasquez.
And Morgan picked up an ASCS Midwest feature win. His first in American Sprint Car Series action, Nebraska's I-80 Speedway earlier this year. His fourth time here at the Short Track Nationals. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 141. So we go on board courtesy of K&N, currently in the 5th spot.
Really try. Oh, man, look at that thing is a handful. You can see when they get out of the throttle, man, the downforce from those front wings just slams the weight down on the front of those cars, trying to help them steer a little bit. Dustin Morgan, Sandage still going at it for second place right now. The advantage to Morgan.
Yeah, a little bit better run for Morgan. His pretty good around the low line, a little bit better there than Sandage as the checker flag comes out for Blackjack Brian Brown. He will get the win. Morgan will finish second. So Brian Brown, who we saw had a good run at the Rock and Roll 50, takes home the win here in qualifier number 3.
Yeah, finished the second there at the Rock and Roll 50. Jessica Zemkin rounds out the top 4, but Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will be the 4th one to go into the show.
You see the rest of the field there with Velasquez rounding it out. Will not make the A main tonight. You get 2 shots to get into the show. Heat races and qualifiers. If not, it's to the trailer.
I-30 Speedway, where action is the attraction. It is the Short Track Nationals night number 2. Stay with us. Qualifier 4 is next.